ritual? No, that sounds weird. Not ritual. Hey there, I'm Olivia. Thanks so much for joining me. Today I wanted to do a tag video. So I haven't done one of these before, but I thought it looked really fun. So one of the YouTubers that I love to watch is Kelly Gooch, and she created a tag called Would You Rather, like Makeup Edition. So I'll link her video down below, but I just thought it looked like a lot of fun. The questions, some of them are definitely easier than others, but I just thought it would be fun to give it a go and see what my answers are. So if you've done this video, definitely leave a link for it down below. I think that'd be a lot of fun to see. And let's just jump into it. Okay, so it looks like there's 9 questions here. And the first one is, would you rather have a bad base for your makeup or a bad eye look? And I think I would definitely go a bad eye look. I've kind of started to change how I do my makeup, and I definitely still love doing like an intricate eye look, but honestly, if I'm gonna say take time to do something, I would definitely spend more time doing my base, and then if my eye look is kind of rushed and kind of thrown together, or not as intricate, then I don't care so much. So I definitely would rather have a good solid base and then just kind of like throw something in the crease and go from there. Okay, so the second question is, would you rather wear a neutral eye look for life or do a neutral lip for life? And I definitely would rather do a neutral lip, and I'll tell you why. For the number of lipsticks that I have, it is shocking how often I forget to actually put one on. Like, it's kind of absurd. So often I'll just totally forget and go about my whole day with like nothing on my lips, or I won't remember until I'm out of the house and I have just like a random neutral lip gloss in my purse that I keep, so that's what I end up using anyway. So I do love a bold lip, like a nice like bright pink can be super fun, especially in the summer, or like kind of a vampy red, especially in the autumn. So I do love bold looks, but honestly I would rather be able to play with color. I've done a lot of like monochrome color eye looks that I think are super fun, or different like colored liners. So I'd rather be able to do that and then just stick with a neutral lip, even if I wasn't in the habit of like forgetting to put a lip on anyway. And then the third one was, would you rather wear the wrong foundation color or no foundation? And I think this was like for life. Okay, here's the thing. I often end up picking the wrong foundation color anyway. I feel like I have such a hard time matching it because I feel like most of my body is very like warm toned. Like when I tan pretty easily, and when I do, it's definitely kind of a more golden color. But I feel like my face is first of all, it's definitely way lighter than the rest of me, like even not taking tanning into account. And I also feel like it's kind of more pink than the rest of me. So I feel like I have kind of a hard time matching anyway. Like if I actually match my face, it looks a lot different than the rest of me. So I guess I would pick the wrong foundation color. I mean, I feel like I've kind of learned how to make it work, because if I pick something that's too light, then you just like, go ham with the bronzer, and if you pick something too dark, then you can either use a lighter concealer, or sometimes I'll mix it like with a moisturizer to kind of sheer it out a little bit. So I definitely think there's ways to make like the wrong color work. The exception being, if you have the option to skip foundation but use concealer, I would probably pick that, because that's something that I've been doing more lately anyway. Illuminating primer, or just a really nice like moisturizer down, and then just do a bit of spot concealing, and I actually really like how that looks. So I don't know if that's cheating though. So if I'm not allowed to pick just using concealer, then I would pick the wrong foundation color. Okay, so the fourth one, would you rather give up primer or setting spray? I would definitely give up primer. I don't always use primer anyway. Sometimes I'm just in too big of a rush. Sometimes I just do my moisturizer and I don't want to take the time for an extra step. Sometimes I just forget. But I pretty consistently use setting spray, and if I don't use setting spray, if I forget or run out of time or whatever, I always feel like I miss it. As I'm going about my day, I definitely feel like my skin looks a lot more dry, and it can look kind of powdery, and I would definitely prefer to have a setting spray. Ugh, would you rather not wear makeup for a year or give up coffee for a year? That's hard. I mean, I love makeup, That's why I created this channel. I also love coffee, not just the taste of it, but also just like the whole experience, you know? I love the smell of it. I love the sound of it brewing, especially if, like, say my husband and I are both able to be home and have like a relaxed morning together. I love just that time of like sitting and sipping coffee and, you know, watching YouTube together or whatever. Like just that whole, like, I don't even know what the word for it is. Ritual? No, that sounds weird. Not ritual. Like the whole experience I just love when it comes to coffee. But I probably would choose to do makeup for a year and maybe just swap in like tea or something. Like black tea, not green tea because ew. But like a nice like strong black tea with like a little bit of, you know, milk and sugar in it. Like I could do that for a year. Okay, so next one here. Would you rather always have to do your daily makeup in 60 seconds or always have to do a full like 1 hour full glam look? Here's the thing. I am the worst at time management. I'm pretty sure that my, you know, minutes and hours and days are shorter than everyone else's because I don't know how else to explain that I run out of time so much. So I would definitely pick the 1 hour glam because there's no, like, I could not do anything in 60 seconds that would make any kind of like noticeable difference when it came to my makeup. I mean, like, maybe I could like slap on like a tinted moisturizer or something that like didn't take a ton of time to blend in, but I wouldn't even be able to do like my eyebrows, and I don't even do that much for my brows, but like for sure they would look like totally wonky and weird. So I would rather do the 1 hour glam. I don't know. I'd probably end up like running late for something, but it's kind of my life anyway. Okay, so the 7th one here, would you rather use only matte products or only shimmer products? And I think this was for like ever. I think I would choose only shimmers. I understand why some people might pick matte. I mean, if you're doing just like a simple basic like eye look, for example, just something matte in the crease is definitely easy to do. I guess that even means like eyeliner too, huh? Definitely prefer like a matte eyeliner. But when it comes to like bronzer and blush, I love how something shimmery looks. I just think it's super pretty, and I don't mind having a shimmer in the crease when it comes to eyeshadow. I think especially if you like kind of tap off your brush, and especially depending on the shadow, it's not always like so like shimmer, you know, like you can kind of diffuse it a little bit. So I think I would pick shimmer. And I like dewy foundations. I feel like I've kind of been gravitating towards that. Or if I am using a product or like a foundation that's not like super dewy, sometimes I'll end up doing like, I don't know, like an extra bit of setting spray, or I don't know, an extra bit of highlighter or something to help it like not look so matte. I don't know what that sound was. Would you rather not do your makeup for a year or never watch YouTube again? That's hard. That's really hard. I mean, I love doing makeup. I absolutely love doing makeup. I mean, first of all, I just think it's fun. I love trying different products and I love being able to be artistic with it. But also, I just honestly prefer how I look with makeup. Even if I'm not wearing a ton, I definitely want to have like at least concealer and like bronzer on. Like I have such dark circles under my eyes that I just don't like how I look without like anything on. But I love YouTube. I mean, I've been watching YouTube for years and years and years. So, and it's not even just like makeup channels. Like, I love watching like game theory and like film theory. I mean, those channels are awesome. I love watching like the Super Carlin brothers, like all these like Disney and Pixar theories. I absolutely love those. I mean, I don't know. There's so many channels I love. So if I had to give that up for like the rest of my life, that would be so sad. I don't think I'd want to do that. We don't even have like actual TV. Like we just watch like Netflix and YouTube. Ugh. Okay. I think I would extremely begrudgingly give up makeup for a year, but I'd have a very bad attitude about it. and I would not leave my house that often. And then the last one here, would you rather give up highlight, bronzer, or blush? I thought about this a bit, and I think I would give up highlight. And that's not to say I don't like highlight. I love highlight. I think it's so pretty, and whether you do something more subtle or you do a very like, you know, metallic, like super intense highlight, either way, I think it's so pretty. And a lot of times I'll do a makeup look where I have like a really dewy, glowy look going on with, you know, highlight and whatever, and I don't really do much in the way of eyes, like maybe mascara, but that's kind of it. And I just love how that looks. But I think if I had to pick between all three of those, highlight's the one that I would give up, because if I have a really like glowy blush, you know, kind of a glow, maybe not glowy per se, but like kind of a satin finish like bronzer, and if I'm wearing a dewy foundation, I feel like I can still get that glow without having to have like an extra step of highlighter. So that's how I would answer all those questions. Some of these were so hard, especially like the not doing makeup for a year versus never watching YouTube. That one is so hard, and I hate my answer, but I don't think I'd change it because I just don't think I could give up watching YouTube. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed and found this interesting. If you haven't watched Kelly's video yet, you have to. I'll have it linked down below because that was a lot of fun. But thank you so much for watching, and definitely do this video yourself. I'd love to see what your answers are for this, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye!